This murderer used to cut human bodies into small pieces and then pickled those pieces. I mean, he used to make real pickles, just like you eat. He also had a butcher shop, so he probably mixed human flesh with chicken and mutton and sold it to people. The most interesting thing is that he was caught because of a beggar, and when the police searched his house, they found things that literally made the police sweat. Also, today I will tell you about an incident with a girl who fell into the clutches of a very dangerous serial killer. But her luck was so good that the serial killer himself released the girl. So today's video is going to be a lot of fun, so don't skip it. I mean, if you watch this video, you will think to yourself that there are people like that in the world and how they can act like that. I mean, what kind of imagination do they have? Let's quickly start today's powerful video. There was a man in Poland named Carl Danka, and he was such a gentle man that people called him Father because he was a middle-class man, didn't drink alcohol, didn't do dirty work, helped people, gave food to beggars, gave them money, gave them accommodation, and also gave small jobs to those who needed work. But people didn't know his real face, so people called him Father Denke. Now this Father Denke had a small butcher shop in town and sold leather goods. Until then, everything was going well in Father Denke's life. No one knew about his deeds. But on December 21st, 1924, a homeless man, a beggar-type man, approached the police, his whole body covered in blood, and he told the police that Father Denke attacked him, and not a small attack, he tried to split his head with an axe. In the town, everyone knew Dane. He was very polite, so they thought this beggar, this guy, must be saying something wrong. But still the police investigated and found out that yes, there was some reason, some fight, because of which Father Denke attacked him. But the police suspected that Father Denke would hit his head with an axe because of a minor quarrel. They could not accept that no ordinary person could do that. But even then, the police did not suspect much. They only arrested Father Dane and released him after a few days. My poll can open anytime, and before that, the police catch me and my black deeds all over the place. The police started searching their apartment. They found out that in the last 3 to 4 years, as many people disappeared from this area. All of them were made to disappear by Father Denke and the apartment that was. Father Denke's was not a whole meat shop. The big machines were installed to process meat inside it. Many jars were kept to make pickles. There were many items, and there was a lot of meat. When the police inspected this meat, it was found out that this meat is not of goats or chickens, but among the people, they were the 30-40 who disappeared from this city in the last 3 years. In one room, a whole barrel full of human blood was found. Human flesh and bones were found in this barrel, and 300 barrels of human flesh were found in that room. Along with more than 240 human teeth have been found. Found human skin was found dried out, from which he made things and sold them in the market. I mean, Father Denke, and the most dangerous thing was a jar filled with pickles made from small pieces of human flesh. Now, whether he ate that pickle himself or sold it in the market, it's not known. But brother, seeing the antics that Father Denke did, even the police were shocked. It's good for that beggar who saved his life and escaped from Father Denke's clutches and reached the police. If this Father Denke had lived for a long time, who knows how many people he would have turned into pickles. I mean, I'm amazed myself thinking about how people work and their hands don't even shake. I mean, kill a person then turn him into pickle. His bones are lying in the house. His teeth are lying in the house. He's sleeping in the same house, eating in the same house, but no one notices. So brother, this Carl Danka, no, he wasn't Father Denke at all. Think of a new name for this and comment and tell me what should have been the name of this. Carl Danka instead of Father Denke, Bloody Denke, or Killer. Denke, think and tell me. Ted Bundy, a serial killer who only preyed upon beautiful girls. He would trap them in the web of love, kill them, and before killing them, he would also commit many other crimes. Because small children are watching this video, I won't go into too much detail. I'll explain it. You understand it yourself. And even after understanding and accepting it, Ted Bundy didn't leave those bodies like that. He would continue to do heinous acts with them until he was satisfied. He made more than 30 girls his prey, and the police couldn't catch him because capturing him was not just difficult but almost impossible, just like catching a Don. But one girl got trapped in his clutches and managed to escape, and the lucky girl's name was Sartika Kriti Sonnes. This incident is from 1972 when Sartika was 22 years old. She was waiting for a bus on the street. She had to go somewhere, maybe to school or college, but the bus wasn't coming. Then a shiny car stopped in front of her, in which there was Tad, who looked absolutely beautiful, smart, and handsome. Tad said, "Look, the bus isn't coming today. Come on, I'll drop you." The girl also thought, "Okay, fine, let's go." When she sat in the car with him, she started feeling a little suspicious. She thought, "Brother, this guy who's driving the car isn't right because he's not taking me on the school route." As she was thinking that as soon as a field alongside the road would come, she'd open the gate and jump out of the car before anything wrong happened with her. But Ted hadn't done anything wrong till now. The girl was just scared. She was getting suspicious, but then Ted started showing his true colors. Ted said, "Take off your cap." The girl took off her cap, and when Ted looked at her, Ted's mind went crazy. Ted said, "Hey, you've cut your hair." The girl said, "Yes, I got my hair cut. I got a little trim." Now what could Ted do? Brother, he used to get impressed by the beauty of the girl, by her long hair, and then he would make those girls his prey. So this girl had been followed by him for quite some time. That's why he knew that her hairstyle was really good. That's why he liked Ted. And before killing the girl, Ted wanted to see her beautiful hair. But brother, the girl had already cut her hair, and Ted doesn't prey on girls with short hair. So he stopped the car and said to the girl, "Brother, go to your school. You were lucky that you survived." The girl still didn't know that the person she was sitting in the car with was such a big criminal. The girl got out of the car and went to her school. After coming back from school, she told her parents the whole incident, that she met such and such a person on the way. She said this and that. Then after a few days, when everyone was watching TV together at home, it was shown in the news about Ted Bundy that he's a serial killer, and he has preyed upon more than 30 girls. And when Sartika saw this news with her family, she told them that this was the same guy who offered her a lift in his car and then later safely dropped her off. Now, think for yourself. Maybe that girl never thought that when she was getting her hair cut, those short hair would save her life. She too had escaped the clutches of such a dangerous serial killer. That's why they say, until you see something with your own eyes, it won't come to you. So the short hair saved Sartika, but Ted Bundy couldn't escape. He was arrested, caught, and punished. But the story isn't over yet. I'll tell you more about this dangerous Ted Bundy. When the police investigated his house after catching him, they found 12 heads there. Meaning, 12 heads separated from their bodies. The heads of those beautiful girls whom Ted Bundy had killed. He kept them in his house like trophies. Think about it. He used to arrange the heads of those girls along with their bodies in such a way that he had reached them up there. What he did with their bodies, well, that's not known in detail, but brother, Ted Bundy was also a very dangerous person. So, if anyone tries to give you a lift on the road, think 100 times before sitting in his car. Is that guy trying to give you a lift? Is he maybe Ted Bundy's son? I mean, is he inspired by Ted Bundy? Hearing the stories of such dangerous criminals must have been fun for you. If it was, then like the video. And if you're here for the first time in our bloody world, then subscribe to it. The subscribe button is showing red. Just press it once and see. You too will feel like a serial killer. I'll end this nonsense video here. See you in the next awesome video. And yes, don't even think of taking a lift from any stranger.